our heavenly demonstration on this. So this is the season that we are in right now. I've been saying this all along. As the bride of Christ, we are in this engagement or betrothing season. Jesus is doting us every single time that he hears and answers a prayer request that we send up to him. He expresses his love to us constantly in many different ways, not to mention the betrothing agreement that he's already made. And he protects us, he honors us, and he values us. And so we too, us also, are to remain pure while we wait for the wedding feast. This means no idols. Okay? That Camaro I just described, I had that and it's an idol. I had to get rid of it. Okay? Idols can be many different things. It can be an addiction. It can be sports. It could be your job. It could be family. It could be your home. It could be anything. Whatever it is that consumes your mind and thoughts the most, that is an idol. Okay? It needs to be the Lord first. He's not saying that you can't have or partake in these other things, but your precedence has to be with him. All right? So no idols in your life. You need to remain pure for Jesus. We're to be preparing ourselves for the wedding feast, which is what we're doing here, which is why we're talking about these things. And we're to carry ourselves in a manner that indicates that we belong to someone else. Okay? When we go out into the world, it should be obvious to the world that we're not of them. How do we do that? We're the salt and the light, right? We have flavor. We stand out. We're different. You can see it. How many people have you actually met in your life where you've had encounters with them, and in the middle of this encounter with them, you're like, you're a Christian, aren't you? Huh? I gotta say, that's probably only happened with me 2 times. And I mean, not that someone said that to me, that I said that to someone else. It's because they were the salt and the light. They stood out. I recognized them. I saw the fruit in them. And that's how we're all supposed to be. When we go out in the world, it should be evident to the world that we're different. Listen, let me give you a story. You're going to like this one. Okay, so this 5-6-year-old boy comes up to his dad. He's about this tall, right? He says, "Hey, Dad, how tall was Jesus?" His dad says, "I don't know. He's like 5.5, 6 foot tall, somewhere around here or something." And the boy says to his dad, he's like, "Well, Dad, if I'm supposed to ask Jesus to come live inside of me, wouldn't he stick out?" And that's the point. He should stick out. He should, So we need to carry ourselves in a manner that we belong to someone else. So we are the bride of Christ, but that wedding has not taken place yet. This is what we've taught. We are in this betrothing and engagement season, and the wedding is coming very, very soon. The clock is ticking. We are almost there. It's time to make sure that we are ready. And not everyone is getting into that wedding feast. That's what the scriptures tell us. We've got to be wise and prepared to have oil for our lamps. We need to make sure, above all, that the groom knows us. We need to make sure he knows us. We need to have that relationship with him. That only happens from spending time with him. Be sure to have the proper wedding garments on too. Remember, there's a parable where the guy was removed from the wedding feast. He was tossed out into outer darkness where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth because he didn't have the proper wedding garments on. And we need to focus and try to the best of our ability to be that Proverbs 31 bride. It is not until the wedding feast that the covenant is completed, finalized, and sealed. After the wedding feast. Okay, so we may be in this engagement and betrothing season, but this has not been finalized or sealed yet, because that doesn't happen until the marriage is consummated after the reception. The church may have come into the engagement agreement, but again, only half will get to fulfill that covenant and get sealed in, and that is sad. Many are deceived. They think as I just say a prayer and I continue on living my life the way that I always lived, there's no change, and Jesus isn't sticking out, and I'm not the salt and light of the world, and they have no oil for their lamp. It's sad. We need to remember that everything on earth is a type and shadow of the things of heaven. The things on earth are a trial run before the real thing, and we need to strive to get it right here on earth so we can get it right in heaven. We need to let His will be done here on earth as it is in heaven. Amen.